I'm tuned in, front seat, from the bell to the back seat.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Race to Wrestling podcast. I am your host himself, L. Scott. One of these days, I'm going to put the name on the screen. I don't have it right now. But people, I appreciate you for coming on in. Come on in. I appreciate you guys. Let me put my thing where I need to put her. Boom! She's right there. People, I'm not going to hold you today. We're going to get in, get out, get it over with. We have a preview we're going to do. Let me make sure I got everything on like I'm supposed to. Pop, bing, bang. Everything's on? All right, yes, everything's on. So we're going to do a preview of course, of SmackDown 2026. People, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't have a lot of energy for today's episode. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm hopefully my people, y'all come in today and we jazz up the energy for today's episode because I'm really not in the mood for it. I guess I'm not in the mood for it because, to be honest with you, what are we getting excited for? The show itself hasn't been great. Oh, let me put it on the screen. I probably should put up here my put up here. Do y'all even want to talk about SmackDown tonight, or do y'all just want to dive right to the pay-per-view? I think we should just get right to the pay-per-view. Sorry. Doing too much. Still doing too much. Hold on, people. Hold on. You got me doing too much. There you go. Do y'all want to talk about it? Because I don't. So let's just get right into the pay-per-view. Pay-per-view is pretty stacked. So we got, 2 days of pay-per-view. So we pretty stacked this weekend. This weekend, we're going to be jam-packed full of shows. So I figure we might as well just go ahead and dive right into the SummerSlam pay-per-view. But now, before we get there, though, give people time to come on in. Hit the like button, share the live. Come on in, share the live. Appreciate you people for coming on in and sharing time with your boy. Again, if you ain't followed the channel on any other platforms, definitely follow the platform that you're on right now. So if you're on YouTube, hit the subscribe button, hit the follow button, help the channel grow. Because what we do a nice little breakdown. For my regulars that come in here, y'all know we do a pretty good breakdown of the content of wrestling. We do it from a racial aspect a lot of the times. But sometimes, and most of the time when we do it, it's nothing heavy. It's nothing like crazy. It's nothing that isn't real. And it's nothing that should be derailing the conversation. Because most of the time, we don't even talk about race. Most of the time we get in here, we just talk about what we feel about what's going on with wrestling. Now, I have been getting punished for my opinions lately. People have been attacking me. I've been getting attacked by people. Social media has attacked me. TikTok has basically said that I'm a bully. I don't bully nobody. I'm actually probably one of the most loving and sensitive and understanding people when it comes to every aspect of race and everything else. But for some reason, it's frowned upon in this arena. Oh, matter of fact, I forgot to do one thing. Hold on one second, guys. I got to change the background a minute. I'm over here with you guys on L. Talk page and on the Backup Race to Wrestling page. Y'all back there listening to love music. Hold on a second. Let me change this. I gotta fix it. Give me 2 seconds, y'all. I'm gonna change this and we're gonna get this thing popping. So what I generally like to do when I do get to talk in this conversation, I like to start at the matches we pretty much don't care that much about, and then we work our way into the bigger matches of the night. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna do that as soon as I get this background music up here. Bing, bop, boom. That should be up there. That should be different now. Yeah, that should be a better sound of music for you guys in the background. Hit the like button, people. Shut it loud. Let's get this thing popping. I appreciate you again for coming on in. We're gonna get right into the conversation because I really don't have nothing outside the pay-per-view to talk about. I don't care to talk about SmackDown tonight because I know SmackDown tonight is gonna be the same old. SmackDown's gonna be a segment with Cody and Punk gonna end the show. Like, this is the Triple H way of doing things. We end the show every week with a promo. We get in the ring and then we don't end the match. Like back in the day, what made let me say it this way. What made the Attitude Era so special to me was that the Attitude Era changed it. See, I'm an 80s baby, so I go all the way back to when we was WCCW and NWA wrestling and things like this, right? That's the era I grew up in. And back then, you got your Saturday morning wrestling. And on your Saturday morning wrestling, you may have gotten the Rock and Roll Express to wrestle, but they didn't wrestle the Midnight Express on there. No, they wrestled the Monkeys, or they wrestled the Bushwhackers, or somebody like that. Somebody who wasn't really up to snuff. That's what we got. But then comes the Attitude Era, comes into play, and then all of a sudden, you got major matches on a random, Monday Night Raw, random wrestling. It's just random. They would have it. And now, they don't do that anymore. Now what we get is we get a promo at the end of the day. And I'm just looking tired of these promos at the end of the night. But anyway, I digress. Again, my energy is low. So hopefully my people will understand and take some pity on me today, because I really don't know. But let me bring the chat around so let me see what everybody's mind is thinking. I appreciate everybody for coming on. Hit the like button, people. Share it live. I appreciate you, my people. Now let's get the thing popped. Probably need to grab it. Come on, bitch. There you go. My mouse is dying. I can feel it. Hold on. All right, there we go. Anyways, people, appreciate you for coming on in. Raw and SmackDown's bit, mild is like an understatement. Red, I did. Oh, excuse me, I can't even say your name right. Mr. D. I can't say nothing. He pause. What do you say? AEW has been better. Well, look, you know what it is. I keep telling people all day long. I know it's better. Hold on. Come on, man. I know it's better. I know AEW is better. All it is, I'll be honest with you, I've been lazy when it comes to wrestling. You got you cheating. What? No, you didn't. Why'd you tell me that, though? Why'd you tell me about your brother-in-law caught you cheating with you? I don't understand. Okay. Anyways, let me get into the show, because y'all gonna get me sidetracked. That's why a lot of times I leave the what's the name over there. I leave that out there, but y'all be out there saying wild shit. So let me leave it out there. I'm gonna let you go. All right, let's dive right into the show. This weekend is SmackDown. Let me get the energy up. I'm gonna fake it. Let me fake it till I can feel it. All right, so let me grab it. All right. First things first, who's up this night? Let's see who we got in here. So first thing first, I'm going to just follow from this road down here. So we got Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. If you anything like me, now again, I have to watch how I speak, because if I say this too crazy, they're gonna ban me. So let me be nice and say this thing. Io and Liv, I'm really not that excited for. And I'm generally not that excited because I've seen this before, and I keep telling people that, especially in the women's division, you definitively need to have better storylines, because the storylines that you're telling now are just not good. Let's just be honest. Who are the most calculated people on the planet Earth? Who are the group of people who always got some mess going? How many husbands in here, boyfriends in here, have to hear about Becky at work? Oh my God, let me tell you what this woman did at the water cooler today. How many of you? And now, let's fast forward to today. Everybody on Zoom. You do know this wench is on my Zoom call. We had a Zoom meeting today. And this one, I hear all these things. But for some reason, it does not translate into the ring to them to have real beef for real reasons. They just making women wrestle. And I would just say, for my sisters and the sisters of all races, I feel bad for you guys, because y'all are not giving storylines. Y'all told each other, go out there and wrestle each other for no apparent reason, and then do it in a ring that is 3 times your size. To where it don't look cohesive, it doesn't flow. Like I said, if you're a frequently watcher of the channel, I say all the time, we are in 2026. The ring should be able to be mechanically moving up and down to fit the person in the ring. I'll give you something better. I always say for the women, drop it a foot or two when they're in the ring, and during a commercial break, rise the bitch back up while you're switching in to the next thing. And then that way, when the women are in the ring, it looks more cohesive. They can do things better. Let them wrestle to that. It's 2026. And then also too, even for the little midget dudes that you like to bring in, like y'all pushing Chad Gable right now. All right, when Chad Gables, if he's wrestling Carmelo Hayes tonight, lower the ring a teensy bit, just a little bit, not enough to make people recognize it, but enough to make them look bigger. So you got to understand, this is what made Vince McMahon innovate in the business. Sometimes you have to, I get it, wrestling's always been this way. It is, until you change it. Innovators set the trends of the world. It ain't just wrestling, it's everything. It ain't the person who follows the rules. They ain't doing nothing. I like rule breakers. That's why I keep saying to even all the black wrestlers right now, you ain't gonna get no love in that business until you break some rules. Boom, side note, thought about something, just popped in my head. Oh God, never mind. Yo, for all the people coming in the room today, we have our residential troll in the house today. It's never mind. Never mind, I'm gonna tell you today. If you come in trolling today, I'm gonna have to block you today. So you keep your trolling to a minimum, because I do not have much, they don't give me much leverage over here, brother, for this channel. So I'm gonna need you not to upset the people in the audience. In the audience, I'm gonna need you guys to leave Neverline alone. If he says something crazy, let me address him. And then if I need to block you, never mind, I will. Okay? All right, so anyway, so let me say this, but I did want to address something. I wanted to address, did you guys see the video that what up, pimpin'? What's going on? Have you guys seen the video that they said alleged? I don't know if this is true or not, but if it's true, it makes a lot of sense. Have y'all seen that little unicorn video? Who knows about that Cocaine J up in the house? Oh, sorry. Look, stop. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Can't do it with y'all today. If I do it today, they gonna get me. All right, keep it to a minimum. All right, let's. Let me stay focused. Let me start the conversation. How many of you guys seen the video that they said that Kofi them put out with the two little unicorns running, and it's supposed to be symbolic? I got it. If this is real, I got it. I got the breaking of the chains. These two little fruity unicorns. That's them. They breaking. Boom, they broke through. The ringleader of the little video, if y'all saw it, was a guy standing there. That's TKO, that's WWE, that's Triple H, all in one. They're all in there together. See, Woods put it on Woods, so you know what I'm talking about. And you know that one over in the corner represented Big E with his broken horn. That's his broken neck. That was him right over in the corner. They were saying to you, peace out, brother. We see that you can't leave because you can't wrestle no more. So you better take and keep this job. But we recognize you. Hopefully you recognize us. But we out. And I applaud them. I applaud them because first and foremost, their careers probably are on the downside. Yes. Is it probably over for them? Yes. Is it probably never going to be any more greater than whatever they end up at? I heard it was AEW. That first pop is going to be the best pop they're going to get for the rest of their career. This is it. You better suck that moment up, them two, because this is it right here. But I'm proud of them because at least they'll get this moment, because if they stayed on the roster, it was never going to happen. They were never going to bring back them boys. They were never. The days of the Bootios was over. Triple H is running the show. Triple H is a master at W supremacy. I don't want to make it about it, but he is. I actually watched the video. I was going to play it on here, but again, they frown upon everything that I put up here, so I don't even want to play with it. But Triple H did a video recently where he was talking to Dolph Ziggler and some other dude. First things first, as I'm watching this video, and you guys, I know y'all bigger fans than I am. Y'all probably saw this. If I'm Dolph Ziggler, I'm not even discussing words with you, Triple H. We ain't having a conversation. But anyways, I digress. They're having a conversation and they're talking about wrestlers and how they respond, and wrestlers moving on from old to young, and how are they supporting the young guys, things like this. And he started naming wrestlers. Triple H knew what he was doing. He named every person he named that's probably almost like the future of the business was some black person. Now, I get it. To the unsuspecting eye of racism, I don't know if I can say that word today. Racism is a word. I love TikTok Shop. But for people who have the untrained eye to recognize what it is and how it affects you and how it moves, of course it's going to never be direct. It's never going to talk about you in a way that doesn't seem like it's inclusive. It's always going to make it sound inclusive. Hell, when I watch Fox News, you would never think that they didn't dislike you if you asked them directly about black people. But I always say, as you're a fan of the show, you know, like I know, the proof is in the pudding. This is how they treat you. Do you become legendary? Where's your status with the company? Why does the boys have to leave and make unicorn videos without speaking? You know what that means? You do know if they speak and say what they really feeling, they're going to get blackballed from other places because the WWE is that big, that powerful, that controlling. Never mind. Never mind. There you go. Never mind is in the room. I understand. Look, let me say this before I move on. And I say this with all love. Never mind. Never mind. You are the reason why I say to myself, black people must be on your mind 24/7. Because I know, never mind, you ain't black. I know you not. And knowing that you're not black, never mind. To know that you follow my channel to disagree with everything that I say makes no earthly sense to me. Other than the fact of you secretly like to be here. You secretly love the conversation. You have to. And you keep centering yourself. So that also lets me know that you're not black and you're part of another group of people because you always want to center yourself in the group. But never mind, I keep telling you, you can have your comments. You can disagree. I'm fair game here. Just again, always keep it light and don't troll. If you get to trolling, I'm going to get to blocking. So, all right, but as long as you don't troll, you cool. You can get your opinion. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying. But anyways, my thing is for this, I do want to say that, and I want to move on from that. And also, getting back to the show itself, SummerSlam itself, my bad. I'm getting sidetracked with them now. Centering itself. You say I like wrestling, but all right, look. If you like wrestling, go find a channel that don't put politics inside of it. I can't tell you nothing to do with that. I can't. I don't know what to tell you about that. It is what it is. This is obviously not the space for you because we mix a little bit. Hell, the name says race to wrestling, sir. What did you think it was? Anyway, let me move on. Stop messing with you. All right. So, Liv versus Io, and this is not because of sexism. I went down this path because I think women deserve better storylines. Y'all the cackliest, most confrontational people on earth. Y'all can't never get along. This is the perfect time to do it. Hell, since I'm arguing with Nevermind, I would even say as far as maybe even do a racial one. You know, black women and other racial women can't get along and say they like most of the time. Let them have one of them. I don't care. I just want something to make them fight other than today Io gets to be in the ring again. And I'm going to be honest. Let me say something about Io. And this is from a person who likes Io. I like Io. I think Io, pound for pound, is the best wrestler that they have. Period. I do. I think she can do moves that others can't do. So this is not about skill set. But it's also about draw. It's all about, can you move the crowd? And I'm going to be honest, Io doesn't move the crowd. It doesn't. And like I said, I know she's the Triple H fan. I mean, Triple H is the fan of her. I know she's good. And this is no knock to her. But in my opinion, this is just one man's opinion, she's just not a headliner. Even though she's the hell of a wrestler, she's just not a headliner. Liv, now, let me get it. Liv's a hell of an actress. She is. Io is not bad. I'm not trying to knock her. That's what I'm saying. I'm treading lightly on her. Liv can act her patootie, but I don't want to see Liv, to be honest with you. To be honest with you, if I can't see her wrestle, remember, I don't see anybody up in arms about Liv never wrestles with her for her title. She got pure T murder like she was booking herself. I don't know why they don't want Liv to wrestle. Again, I'm not blaming Liv. I blame the company. Why y'all want her to wrestle? Tell me what I was incorrect about the tape. Oh, I know who said that. It's a person in here. I don't do that's not, whatever. You can say whatever you want about her. I'm sorry. See, I appreciate you. Don't let these other people in. There's other people in the room that just naysayers. Don't even pay no attention to it. Moving on. Let's move on. Penta versus Chad Gables. First thing first, I'm gonna give you my. Oh, I didn't give you my prediction. I'm gonna give you my predictions here. Prediction. I'm gonna go ahead and say, because hopefully I'm pulling for Liv. I'm pulling for Liv to be Io because I don't want to see another Io run at title, because a lot of times when Io gets a title, she don't even make it on the TV. At least with Liv, they put on TV. She may not wrestle, but her crew at least be on TV. Her and Big Rodriguez, they be on TV together, and Perez and Roxy Perez, whatever her name is. But you said Chad's a stud. So is Natty, but Natty don't be on the main roster. Never mind. Natty's a stud. They don't put her on there. Chad, I don't have a problem with Chad Gable. Let me say this because never mind, ready to get mad. I don't have a problem with Chad Gable. I say this, if you've been here for the last couple of weeks, that you can obviously see the company is really trying their best to put the hitch the wagon to Chad Gables for this Intercontinental belt. They're moving him into the division. And like I said, we all agree Chad Gables can wrestle, but two of y'all. I'll say the same thing about Chad that I said about EO, though. Chad needs to give me something other than the blue chipper. Blue chipper doesn't work. This is 2026. 2026, don't nobody like the man who walks the old lady across the street, none of that stuff. And I get it, he wasn't doing that when he was on Grande Americano. But now he is Chad Gables and he is the guy who kisses babies. I don't care. He's not Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle was entertaining at this. Chad Gable's head is a little extra large, so he got to give me something to get me behind his train because it's not entertaining. He's a good wrestler. Yes, him and Pitt are going to put on a hell of a show. But if you want him to hold the belt, look, we're looking for stars. Let's just be honest. Look, I'm not looking for race. Even though the name of the show is Race the Rest, I'm looking for stars. I'm looking for people, when they get in the ring, I'm saying, look at that aura. I'll give you a classic example. Roman's not black. But I always say, for some reason, when they turn on the camera, something, the dude has an allure about him that says, hey, he's supposed to be watched. He's supposed to be somebody. That's natural. That's him. He's fell into himself. I don't see that with Chad Gable. Chad Gable hasn't reached that level yet. Now, does he need time? Maybe. I don't know, but as of right now, he just doesn't move me. To be honest with you, if I have to go with anybody, I would rather Penta win, but I know Chad Gable's going to win the title. Chad Gable's going to win the Intercontinental belt. Do y'all agree or disagree? Doesn't matter. That's what I say. You say your eyes are tricking you. Maybe. Moving on. So let's go to the next match. So let's go. Who else I want to go to? Let's go to the 3-man match. Let's go to the Usos with Fatu versus LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Big Royce Keys. Look, I'm going to tell you, in this match, I said this about Monday Night Raw, and I still hold true to that. I truly feel like they put on probably the best show, part of a show in a while. When they really, not the match, but I'm talking about the interaction, the cohesiveness, the choreographing of that segment went out very well. Mr. Solo Sikoa is a freaking star. I have been saying it for a year. Solo Sikoa can do it all. He can be a heel. He can be a babyface. He can talk. He cannot talk. Solo Sikoa is intense. He should be prioritized. Moving forward, he needs to move up. He no longer needs to be in purgatory down in SmackDown every day. He should be in the Intercontinental title division. He right now should be putting his chops right now on that level. So with maybe in a year or two, he'll be ready to get to that heavyweight championship level. Because he's there. He's ready. So in this match, being that I am a Fatu fan as much as I am a Solo fan, and I am a Cocaine J fan. Excuse me. And Jimmy always is around. Jimmy, to me, always is one of the best actors out of all of them. I like everybody in this match, to be honest with you, because even LA Knight, who was my least favorite out of all of them, even LA Knight himself has been cutting the hell of a promos lately. These dudes deserve some shine. So hopefully they can put on a show together. But I can definitely tell you they're throwing them in this matches together because they didn't have anything for them, because they did the same thing they always do. They wait for the big pay-per-views. They go out and they get a whole bunch of big old platforms that have a whole bunch of people on them, and they make them sound like they had to go overseas and they had to do this because we needed to do this for the draw, and the fans would not have allowed us to not to put Roman and Seth and Punk in. No, none of us asked for any of that. None of us asked for any of that. I didn't ask for that. You didn't ask for that. None of us asked for that. We all been saying the same thing. We've been beating the drum like an echo. From my channel to other people's channel, I hear it everywhere we go. Hey, why don't we give Oprah a shot? Hey, why isn't Fatu up there right now? Hey, here's Solo's a goal. Hey, why isn't Braun Breaker? Everybody's asking for these people. But yet and still, when it's time to show and prove on a big pay-per-view, we're going to try to fall right back on these old heads. And then Triple H in that video with Dolph Ziggler, he even tried to, in my opinion, it was almost like he was blaming the wrestler. What did he say? He said, I get a lot of guys don't want to let it go and move on to the next phase. No, you make them move to the next phase. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and I'm with you. Never mind. I'm with you with Melo, but they don't want to push Melo. We've been saying it. You know I'm a preacher for Carmelo Hayes. Now, mind you, I said it too. Destiny, if you're still in here, you know I've said this before. Carmelo Hayes needs about 20 pounds of muscle on his chest. He does. That was compensate for the inch or two that he's lacking in height to put him in the position. Just put 20 pounds of muscle on your titties. That's what you do. Once he do that, don't tell me that this man don't supposed to be on TV. Don't tell me this man don't supposed to be in the pay-per-view. Because let's just be honest. I ain't got there yet. That's the next one I'm going to talk about. But I'm going to give you my prediction on the main one. on the 3-man match, the 6-man match. But this Baron Corbin thing, we have to discuss it. But I'll get there. Give me 2 seconds. Ray short, I know, but Ray is also an outlier. We have to give Ray is like EO. They're the exception to the rule. So some people just break. NBA had Muggsy Bogues and Spud Webb. It's not, or even what's my man name that could dunk? They got the kidney problems. I can't think of his name right now. But there's only a handful you can do it, and you have to be dynamicist to be little. You know what I'm saying? But so Ray is an outlier, so that's what it is. But Melo deserves to be there. Melo definitely deserves to be there. But anyways, 6-man, I actually, being that I am pulling for, and I hate to say this because my heart wants to go with Solo Sikoa. I have to go with my man Jacob Fatu. I think he's the closest to taking one of these old heads out and getting the job done. So I'm gonna go with Fatu, and I'm gonna go with Cocaine J. Hopefully, in my greatest of dreams, this will be the great way to end this segment. Have it to where Solo, LA Knight, and Royce is ready to win it all, and everybody thinks it's over, and then we get a new honorary Uso bloodline member that night. And then we bring in my girl Jada Parker. She hit you with that, hit you with that, and then Jada Parker joins the bloodline, and then it's just the show, the ratings through the roof. Or at least it would be in my house. I'm gonna watch every time she's on the screen. That's just me. Hello, Mr. D. I can't say it. Pause. Don't get mad at Jada Parker. She's a star. She is. Anyway, moving on. I'm gonna go with Usos. Moving on. Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin, the guy we've all been waiting for to get back. I know we've all been waiting for Baron Corbin to get back, ain't we? Ain't everybody just been excited? I was like, man, where's Baron Corbin at? Where is he at? Hey, Miss Parker, I know, right? See, I ain't the only one. But Baron Corbin is one of them people that no one asked for, no one said we wanted to see, no one said, please, where's he been at? None of that. None of us said any other thing, but for some odd freaking reason, even though, never mind in the comments if you're still in there, even though you know that racism is not a thing, it just so happened every time Trick is beefing with someone, he can do it on SmackDown if they're melanated, but whenever the pay-per-view comes around, some sneaky person just jumps in at the last minute. This is WrestleMania all over again. And that's why people get mad at AAA. That is why. You can't say, I'm going to have you beef with Melo every day, and then closer we get to SummerSlam, ironic out the blue for no apparent reason, the dude that you unceremoniously let go however long ago. I don't even remember how long ago they let Baron Corbin go. Now he back and instantly he's into the U.S. title picture, and which probably means tomorrow night I'm going to do my prediction. He's going to take the belt off of Trick. If he takes the belt off of Trick, let's discuss it. Where the fuck Trick going from there? Where's Trick going from there? That means you've removed him, and then it'll be back to him and Melo with no title on the line the whole nine. If they go that route, y'all do know that means they really do not care about these men at all. Because that means they setting them up for nothing. You say, what now? If he be, man, hey, I'm going to tell you, I'm not saying he is, but this one's a toss-up. I could see them letting Baron Corbin win. I could. What'd you say, Despo? You say he's a what? He's shiny. He ain't a shiny new toy. I think that's BS. I think everybody know when he got there, it's like, okay. That's like, Baron Corbin's like Rusev. Oh, and let me get to that. Let me say this. Oh, shit. I forgot all about this. Let me say this. Because I didn't get a chance to say this. Because I didn't see this on Monday until after that. We have to address the whole Rusev versus Javon thing. And I want to say this again for people like Nevermind that's in the room that says racism doesn't exist. Do you know that I've heard people make excuses for the no-sale win that Javon got? Now, that was Javon's very first, very big win on the main roster. Would y'all all agree? Clean, straight up, he beat his very first person that had some name attached to him. And to know that you rolled out the ring, I've heard everything from the fact of he was just going because he may have had to use the bathroom, to one person his hand was hurting, so he had to go. I don't care. The Rock had his bone. He said his meat was pulled off the bone between his legs. That nigga finished the match. No, you don't tell me that. No, that is an excuse for somebody who pouting. Is what he was doing. He was pouting. You know, let the nigga beat me. I'm so mad about that. You shouldn't have came back over there. I'm being honest with you. And I think that was very disrespectful to Javon. I think it's because you see Javon is bouncy and people, they actually resonate with him. And so you don't even realize it, but smarty pants, if you had keep going at this, people would have kept saying, well, put him in the ring with Rusev again. He's beat Rusev straight up. Now have Rusev go sit on him again. And then you had your very first rivalry. It's a small rivalry. It gives Javon somebody a name, and it keeps Rusev relevant. But no, he just the nigga beat me, so I want to get the ring and be mad. Okay. Now you don't nobody care about you no more. What'd you say? Oh, that was all it was. That's all. Is Kevin Owens coming? Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Maybe I'm the only one in the minority. I'm not a Kevin Owens fan at all. How to feel about SummerSlam this weekend? That's what I'm talking about now. We talking about it now, Skylar. That's what we talking about now. Let me recap what I've already said then. Already I've told you about Penta versus Cable. Cable versus Chad Gables. I'm thinking Chad Gables is going to win, but I wouldn't be upset if Penta won. I'm thinking EO is going to win, but I'm pulling for Liv because I'm just not a fan of EO. I'm going with, I told you I want to pull for Solo Sikoa, but I am a Cocaine J fan right along with Jacob Fatu, so I'm going with the good guys. That's what I'm going with. And then when I'm going Trick versus Corbin, I think it's a toss-up, but I'm going to go with my man Trick Daddy just because I'm with Trick. But let me Pepper Stepper himself. But they go shit on him. They go crap on him so bad. You know how it goes. Moving on. Let's go. What else we got up here? Let's get another ladies one in here. Let's get some of the ladies' energy up. Ladies match. Looks like it's going to be what is this? What kind of match is it? This I ain't been paying attention. Charlotte, Jade, Chelsea, and Tiffany. They're getting at it tonight. I guess this is what, a number one contenders match? Is this what this is? Is this a match for the U.S. titles? That's what this is? That's if you're still in here, tell me about it, because I haven't been paying attention to this one at all. But if I had to talk about each one of them, I would say this. What's going on, DJ? I appreciate you for coming on in. I appreciate you. Hit the like, people. Hit the like button, people. Share the live. Come on in here, people. Come on. In this match, let me go and tell you, people, for the people who don't know me, I'm an equal opportunity person. I told you, for me, I like talent. The name of the show is Race to Wrestling because y'all always crapping on black folks. But that ain't what I'm ready to say. I'm going to tell you, I like Tiffany Stratton. I like Miss Tiffany. I think Tiffany has a really nice body. That's the man in me. I think she don't look bad. I don't. I think she's moveset is pretty cool. I like her. Jade has came leaps and bounds. Jade should be the 6th man of the year if they did it in the Hall of Fame. I don't think they do that. But if they did, Jade should be the comeback player of the year. Because Jade has been on a roll. People can talk about that woman all she wants to. She was just young in the business, but she is developing. Jade is that girl. I'm back on the train. A sexy ass. That's why I'm back with Jade. So I like both of them. Chelsea, Miss Grant, I think she has potential to be a star. Hopefully, and Desmond, I'm going to go with you on this. I hope they put her in position to do better. I'm okay with her as well. Who else is in this match? Charlotte's in this match, and they got a dark horse that looks back there. I don't know who's going to be that person, but on my picture I'm looking at, I can't see it. And Charlotte, like if you listen to me, I've always said Charlotte to me is probably the most complete person that they have on the roster. Charlotte her moveset was great. The only thing she was missing was a glutamus maximus. It stopped at minimalist. That was it. I don't think they make clothes small enough of the fit because I've seen, even though she's that small, I've seen stuff that I don't think we're supposed to see. It just won't hold up. That's the only complaint I have for her. Other than that, I always say what happened to Lash because I love Lash. Lash is a prime example. No, never mind since it's please with you. Lash went into that Royal Rumble and had the best showing out of everybody. Second and right behind her was Sol Ruka, in my opinion. So for Lash to do that much damage, for you guys to let her eliminate all them big dogs, people gonna say, well, she just got married. I don't give a fuck. Her husband there. He there every week. Why she ain't there? Why she ain't in this match? She should be there, even though I would say the only critique for Lash is right about now, Lash drop maybe about 15, 20 pounds. Get down to the point where you run more closer to Jade size. Not Jade, bigger, but closer to Jade size, less closer to Nia Jax size. We come down just a little bit. Girl, you gonna go through the roof. That's what I'm saying. But anyway, let me finish with Charlotte. Charlotte, complete package. I'm not gonna knock it. My only critique for Charlotte at this point is that Father Time is catching up with Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is still trying to do her moves like she is younger, but they don't get there as fast as they used to. Her timing is off. So I would tell her at this point, being that your timing is off, he said, Charlotte 25. I told you I agree with you. Boy, them clothes don't fit. Charlotte needs to go ahead and wrap her mind around this point, baby girl. The days of your fast is over. Like, even, and all of them do it. Let's take Michael Jordan. I'm a Jordan fan. Michael Jordan, before he went out with his unsuspectingly to go play baseball, he relied on his athleticism. He would jump around and you couldn't stop him. He was Scott Jordan. Get even Air Jordan. But when he came back, the league was fast. They were jumping high. They had Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter and all these other people. He had to slow it down. So he's at a point now he had to slow it down. Charlotte, you have to slow it down as well. What about Big Perez? Big Perez? Well, I'm Big Rodriguez more than Big Perez. Perez, and she's doing the thing. I have no problem with it. She looks nice. I'm okay with it. I actually, and I said this Monday, Destiny, you missed this, but I said this Monday. I say bravo to Big Rodriguez. She has been fighting and kicking and pulling to get that title. I'm glad she finally got her title shot. I am for that. Now, let Jay go beat it off of her. That's what I want. I heard Bailey left. I did hear that. I don't know if it's true or not. I do not know. Yeah, how funny. So, but, and see, who's 5 foot? Who's 5 foot? Because she's tiny if Perez is 5 foot. She too tiny. I keep telling people all the time, look, they need to take the people who are 5'4" and under and put them into like a what's it called? Like a luchador. What did they had the thing? You know, you had the God damn it, back in the day, you know what I'm talking about. They had the cruiserweight. They need a cruiserweight division where you can pick the EOs, you can take the Livs, you can take the Alexa Blisses. Liv maybe can be up there, but you get what I'm saying. Take them little bitty girls and put them all together in a division, and in that way, it looks more realistic because I'm going to cruiserweight. There you go. And see, because me, I'm not a huge fan of seeing the little bitty girls wrestle the big girls. Now, when you go to scout wrestling, wrestling is a unique sport. Like the NFL is a unique sport. NFL, you can't be 102 pounds wet and wearing boots. You can't. You're going to get slobbered up. They want big boys. So wrestling, you want big girls. You want Jade. You want Lash. You want Nia. You want Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Get them people. Don't get the Bella Twins. Height's fine, but they just don't wrestle well. You want those people. And see, they're not doing Tiffany. You want Tiffany. You want these people. These people are in the division. And then give them a storyline and let them go to the moon. That's what I would do. You know what I'm saying? Stephanie J needs to take the title. Look, Jade needs to be champ again. Yes. Never mind. I'm saying it because she's black. And I like her and she can wrestle and she's gorgeous. Yes. I'm saying it. I'm open with it. But that don't slight these women. Tiffany win is okay. Tiffany's good to me. I like Tiffany. Other people don't care for, but I don't have a problem with it. So in this match, I'm going with Jade. I want Jade to win. But if Jade doesn't win, I don't care if Tiffany, if it's a title shot, I don't care if Tiffany keeps it. And if she loses, then I don't care if Chelsea. I'm actually going with Chelsea this time. Let's give this girl a shot. Chelsea needs a shot. Hey, we all agree to disagree. If you want Lash over Jade, I get that. Everybody got their own opinion. I'm not here to say your opinion wrong, mine's right. I get you. You like her. I love her. I like Lash. I like Lash a lot. All right, so let's get to the match that nobody cares nothing about. Because this match actually should not be. One of the people in it, I'm fine with it. The other one shouldn't be in it. Danhausen versus Dirty Dom. Right? First and foremost, who gives? I don't. Triple H also showed you again subtly by bringing the Rodriguez or whatever that dude in the boxer. Y'all do know this dude has been on some rants about black folks. Triple H is letting you know what he thinks about your people. This, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a wrestler and this dude walked through the door. I got a problem. Why he here? Still got a problem with people like me. Don't need to speak to me. That's just me. I digress. I move on. So, but when it comes to Dom should be wrestling Javon right now. That should be your new undercard, young bloods. These the 20-20-year-olds, 21, 22-year-olds is actually going at it, and then they have time to develop themselves into their bodies, get their craft even better, and then they move up from there. But no, you want to put Danhausen. What is this? Why did they bring this dude here? What is he here for? What does he bring to the table? I know Dom feels disrespected. I know he feels disrespected. But I think majority of the roster feels disrespected. If you really stop and think about it, I know they feel disrespected. So for me, this match, I could care less. Hopefully it's fast, it's over, it's really quick, and we move on. Dom deserves better. And I say this solely for one reason. I always say this all the time. Dominic Mysterio needs to get in the weight room heavily bad because he has no muscle tone. Dominic is slow in the ring. But Dominic, so that's not his strongest attribute. That is his Achilles heel. It's his wrestling. But Dominic can act. Dominic can make you dislike him a lot. His attribute is his storyline. It's his out of the ring. So we highlight that. I don't need him gone. Remember, Hulk Hogan couldn't wrestle by the time he stopped wrestling. Hulk Hogan's leg drop was the weakest finish in the business, but he still was Hogan. So I need Dom to be able to be Dom. Let him be Dirty Dom. Let him go be himself and then go get someone like a Javon. That's just my personal opinion. So in this match, I'm going with Dirty Dom. That's what I'm saying. And I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, I remember Eugene, the stupid storyline. And again, but Eugene didn't be on the air 3 and 4 and 5 times a night. This is crazy. All right, let's get to a match that nobody care about. Gunther versus, what's my man name? Atlas, or whatever his name is. I honestly didn't care for this match. I still don't. But I will say this. I did catch the interview with my guy. Do I have that? Let me see. I may have that interview. I may play a little bit of it. Let me see. I got it. I wonder if I'm going to get in trouble if I play it. Let's play a little bit of it. Get it. Let's play a little bit of its background. Hold on 1 second. Let me get it up. Let me get it queued up. Give me 2 seconds. Because I want to play a little bit of this thing. Okay, it's queued up. I want you guys to hear what he had to say. Because I feel his pain. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay, I don't need to hear you, bro. All right, well, the reason why I played that, it is because that lets me know. And for the person who asks, I really don't know much about him wrestling. I just know he was in NWA wrestling, that new one that they had later years, and I think that's where he came from. And like I said, for me, I don't know if he's a wrestler, but I am rooting for him to have a good outing. And I'm gonna slow it down for a bit. For all the stuff, I'm very animated at times. I get on here and I put on the show. We do that, right? But I want to slow it down to be real with y'all for once. Like you said, when it comes to it, life sometimes. And this is coming from a black man who has tried so many different things to be successful in this world. When you want something extremely bad and it don't love you back, it can break your heart. And from those tears, that lets me know he wants this bad. He wants to not only put on a good show, he wants to prove to people that he deserves to be amongst these guys. Now, I get it. He was the commentator. I mean, not the commentator, the GM. That's a good job. It's nice to be a part of it. But I use Big E as the same example. I know Big E is thankful for the job that he has to be able to commentate the beginning on that pre-show. But nothing more would he like to be back in that ring doing what he wanted to do. So again, for me, I have no hate for this man. I know that 9 times out of 10, he's never going to pan out to be someone who's a superstar in this business. So I hope that he has the show that he wants, and I hope that if it feels whatever he feels like he is lacking at this moment. But I also know Triple H. And Triple H is a dream killer at times. So I would not be surprised if he gets into this ring and Gunther does what they have Gunther do. And Gunther just annihilates this dude to oblivion. And if it is, and he don't let this man get anything off, shame on you, Triple H. Shame on you. Because I'll be honest with you, I would play off of that interview. That interview pulled at my heartstrings. That interview made me want this man to go out and have a good showing. And I don't know shit about him. So hopefully it does work out for him, but we'll see what happens. You never know with Triple H out here. Anyways, let me move on. I ain't got but a few more. I'm going to get out of here on y'all. I ain't going to hold y'all up all day. Where we at? Oh, yeah, we're running close. Look, let me keep it going. Next up. Oh, in this match. So let me go and do it. I'm going to pull. And this is sad. I said all that. And I'm still pulling for Gunther. I don't care if he wins. I just said that because they don't make me just like seeing Cody and Punk and all of them so much at the title shot that even though I'm not a fan of Gunther, I'd rather Gunther LA Knight. Somebody who's been hanging around for a minute, let somebody else do it. Do something different. Come on, give me something. So, anyways, I digress. Now, this is the match of the night I don't care nothing about. I'll be honest with you. I don't care nothing about Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn. This is just me and my personal conjecture. I'm not a fan. You say where? It's when you get time. Okay, all right, I'll watch it. All right, so I don't care nothing about this match. I feel bad for Finn Balor because he got injured right when he was on the cusp. But unfortunately, for some people, it pops off. For other people, it'd be the detriment to them. And unfortunately, I'm be honest with you, if Carmelo Hayes isn't too small, then why is Finn Balor big enough? Why is Carmelo Hayes can't get on a pay-per-view to save his freaking life? But Sami Zayn is big enough to be on the pay-per-view. These dudes are in Melo's age and size. I'm not age, in Melo's size. Melo is more entertaining than all of them. At least in the ring. And my thing is, if Finn was beefing with Tonga, they said, forget that. No, we don't need that. We need to put the white T guys on the screen. Because to be honest with you, they're trying to push Finn now. And like I said, I don't have a problem with it but I also don't want this. When you push someone, if the fans ain't feeling it, you need to put him in an coordinate spot. I mean, in the spot that's according to him. Don't force him down the throat, because y'all did that with Sammy. I get it. People say they get mad. Sammy's not Sammy was never supposed to be champion. No one asked for this. And I'm not trying to denigrate him. But an unhoused looking man with no following should not be champion if you can't tell me that none of these black guys can get to that level. No. They're not going to push Damien. I said this. I said Damian Priest. Unfortunately, I said Damian Priest. When he lost that title, I said, you do know he ain't sniffing that thing. He's going to be the new Jinder Mahal. And as of right now, I'm looking to be correct. Sammy probably, I don't know. I think they're going to give it to Finn. You said Sammy. I think Finn's going to win. I think Finn's going to win. It's going to further make Sammy crash out. That's what I think is going to happen. That's just my personal opinion. All right, so let's move on. I'm almost at the end. I ain't going to hold you too much. We got like 3 matches left. What is this right here? I don't even know nothing about this match. What is this? The Fatal Influence versus Brie Bella. Excuse me. Is it Brie? Yeah, it's Brie. Brie Bella and Paige. Now, can I tell y'all something? Savage. Don't ask about Ricky Sainz. Ricky Sainz ain't that. He ain't that dude. He just no. He just ain't that dude. To me, he needs some hair. Facial hair, some body hair, something. He just looks like a shaved bird. He looks, something. Anyways. But let me get into Fatal Influence, which I don't like the name. Fatal Influence versus Brie, Bella, and Paige, which they just said we ain't gonna try to come up with a name. But in this match, I'm gonna be honest with you. This is a prime example of allowing people to stay past their prime and allowing yourself to ruin your young talent. Anything the Bella Twins are doing should be in a mentor role at this point. Meaning, if they won those titles at WrestleMania, they should have been dropped those titles to people who were more relevant today. I get it. Paige is back. Paige also, too, is in Charlotte's boat to where I think the gluteus maximus days is over and there's only a gluteus minimus left. And I was a Paige fan before. But I just think at this point, it is time to put the younger ladies on display. Because these people have had their time. And I really don't care about this match. That's just me. What did you say? Oh, brother. You said, oh, brother, we have like 3 Look, I'm sorry. I can't help that you ain't got but 3-4 women start. The wrestling wasn't for women for years. Give it time. You'll catch up. That's a pool. You got to give it time. You said as soon as well, that does make sense. Didn't you say they were humping? Paige and Xavier were humping, right? Maybe that's why they let them go. I don't know. They can't coexist. I don't know. Anyways, I ain't gonna get into that little sloppy business. Anyway, let me see. Anything else up here? Let's see. All right, so boom. Okay. I'm gonna say the best for last, I guess. So moving on. Oh, in this match, I ain't even tell you who the fuck I want to win. Let's let Fatal Influence win. Let the young ones win. Let them win. I don't care because I saw them acting on the screen. It was horrible. It was. But let them win because I don't want to see Brie and them keep winning. Brie and them need to go home. I don't know if they hurting for money or what, but they need to go. You said it for a long time. That's true. But anyways, all right. So let's move on. Then we're going to get to the big dog matches. And this should tell you how much this belt does not matter anymore because of the people holding it. And this is not to diminish Punk, but Punk should have told them, no, I'm not stepping into that role after being gone for 4 months without any storyline. I don't want this belt this way because it makes me look like a hypocrite. And it does. So being he look like a hypocrite, this is reason why no one cares about Punk versus Cody. And then Cody is stale. He is more stale than a Long John out of a BP gas station. That's how stale he is right now. Unfortunately. Hit the like button. Share the live. We almost over. Being it is this stale, it does not matter if he wins or loses. If Cody wins, no one's going to care. I promise you no one's going to care. If Punk keeps the title, fine. I prefer Punk win. I'll go ahead and tell you now, I'm rooting for Punk to win. If Punk wins the title, keeps the title, my only concern is where the fuck does he go from there? I only can imagine one of two things is going to happen no matter who wins. It's either going to go right into another thing with Sami Zayn again, or it's going to be something going in with Gunther, but it's going to probably be Gunther. But my thing is like this, I really don't care. You say you want to see a heel turn? Who would you rather see, Punk or what's his name go heel? And I don't want to see Punk versus Seth. Who gives a? I don't care. Now, Jay Uso, that's different. Cocaine Jay stepped into the match. Y'all can get mad at me because y'all say I'm partial to Jay, but I like Jay. Okay? If Cody goes heel, that's about to be the only thing that he can do that can pique any interest, and I still don't even care if he do that. So what do he do? Okay, so let's just play it out. So Cody goes heel. Great. I'm Cody, the bad guy now. So what? So what does that mean? So he's still gonna come to the ring. Now all that means is the Cody you get now will now he will do low blows, but it'll still be the same Cody. The Cody you get when he turns heel will be the same Cody. All he's gonna do now, he's going to sneak and hit you with the title to win the belt. To win the match versus winning clean. That's the only thing you're gonna get. Do you care? I honestly don't care if he does it. That's all the thing. That's what a heel turn is going to look like for Cody Rhodes. It's going to be that. If you're going to make him heel, give him somebody. Give him a woman. Give him something. Give him something to make me care. But him just giving people low blows now as champion doesn't make me care that he's champion again. Cody versus Finn don't move the needle. In my opinion. So to me, again, I'm going with Punk solely because they're on the card, but I could care less. That's just me. Hit the like button, share the live, people. We're going into the very last match of the night. We're going to end we got two. I'm sorry. I got two more. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. I'm about past it. Let's get into the Hell in a Cell match. If you go have Braun go against somebody, that's fine. I want Braun Breaker to do something, but let's see what happens. I'll talk about that after WrestleMania. After SummerSlam. Hell in a Cell. So we got Brock Lesnar versus Obafemi. This is the problem. Triple H has talked Never mind, let me teach you a little bit about how W supremacy works. Never mind, I'm going to teach you right now how Triple H is telling you he loves Oba at the same time he crashing Oba out. Let me show you how it works. Obafemi leaves the NXT title in the ring. Then he goes to the main roster. Then he goes against Brock Lesnar. Everyone says sky is the fucking limit for Obafemi. Obafemi fake retires Brock Lesnar and proceeds to every week since then, up until the next time he wrestled Brock Lesnar, to wrestle inconspicuous person after inconspicuous person to the point they made him fight the dude who was selling snow cones in the crowd. To the point where people said, are we going to see the same thing every week from Obafemi for 3 minutes and then he's not on the show anymore? Yes, you're going to get that. Then he's going to wrestle Brock Lesnar again, the guy who's almost 50 with noodle legs. Then you're going to let this young stud that you say is the ruler drop the title. Drop the match clean, which makes no earthly sense. But you did it. We moved on. Now we're going to Brock versus Obafemi number 3. Where is he crashing out Obed? I'm going to get there. Every week since April, Obafemi has done a running forearm / thing that he does. Powerbomb, spit and move. That's what he does over and over again, and he leaves with no pushback from anybody, no real matches with anybody, no real fights with anybody, no nothing. So he's going to proceed to have his match with him. This is how Triple H crashed him out. The whole entire time he's been going against Brock Lesnar, I have to watch interview after interview after interview. Triple H talks about how much Brock Lesnar loves Obafemi, how much Brock Lesnar is trying his best to make him put him over. Do you know when you pull back the fucking veil and show me that they friends, it diminishes the rivalry. I'll give you an example. If I see Jade and Charlotte Flair take one more Twitter picture together again, What you trying to tell me on the show they beefing? I don't care. I've been saying it since Diva days. If you're going to have them on Divas, those ones on Divas can't beef on the screen. We do not care. So if Triple H is going to consistently keep saying Open's a star, but we're going to put him in position to not be a star, we're going to put him in position to lose some of his fire every time, then he ain't trying to make him a star. But I'm going to tell you how we're going to know for sure after this pay-per-view. Whatever happens to Obafemi next is going to tell you whether or not I am the Negro Nostradamus of this business, or if they're going to delay the fuckery they're going to do with him anyway. Because it's going to happen. They're going to do some fuckery with him. It's either going to be now or it's going to be later, but it's going to happen. That man intimidates these people so much because of his celebrity, his star power so much. Him and Trick just bothers y'all. So I promise you, when I see this match here, I suspect this match for Obafemi to win. I suspect Brock Lesnar to probably retire officially and put him, and to say he's my replacement. But I want to say you something, never mind, and to people who say I'm a naysayer and I'm just making everything about race. That would be the equivalent. Let's just take you down memory lane for a second. There was one young man named The Undertaker who had one of the best storylines going for himself. He had an undefeated streak at the biggest event of them all. And we all thought to ourselves, this man is going to leave this business with that record in tow. Nobody's going to take it. Did they say Vince McMahon hid, hide, and did so much to the point that they didn't even know to the last minute, and they changed their mind, go back and forth, they did that and third, and it happened. I always remember when they hit 3, they showed this one black guy in the crowd, he's shocked. Everybody remembers this one dude. He's going to be a legendary just for that. He's going to do it. All of that because it was so shocking. You do know Brock Lesnar was a star, but that sent him into the stratosphere. So you telling me the guy who's sent into the stratosphere is taking another man on his wings? So instead of you making it seem like these two just totally hate each other, because that's how the business works. To the point to where Brock is supposed to be doing things to let this man get over him, but we don't supposed to know it. To the point to where we feel like they just totally don't like each other. Brock calling them boy, all this other stuff. You can't tell me that and then tell me in the background, man, he's sitting in Brock's room for hours, just soaking up. No, I don't want to hear none of that until that rivalry is over. That thing is some years past and you can talk about it together on a podcast when y'all kumbaya. But now I don't want to hear about it. You're diminishing these guys. You're diminishing that young man. So tonight, I'm pulling for Oba. Tomorrow, when is it going to be? Tomorrow night, Sunday night. I'm pulling for him. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully you guys don't crash him out. But I don't suspect much outside of that. And shout out to Oba for dropping that weight. I said it. That's the proof. You still in here? Remember I said it. I said that man needs to tighten up and get a little thick. He heard me. He looking good. All right, last match of the night. Let's go and close it out. Last match of the night. We're going to discuss. What do you say about Brock Lesnar? It's not retiring. You don't think he's retiring? Hey, they said, I've been hearing rumors that he's retiring. We'll know. I don't know. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Last thing of the night, I'm going to ahead and say, Big Boy. Who is Big Boy? Oh. All right, let me last one. Roman Reigns, the man with the allure, the man that has his own camera and everything, going against Seth freaking Rollins. I know people love him to death. Oh, I love Seth. I don't care. I'm going to go tell people I'm going with Roman Reigns. I can go and set it up front because I know, like you know, that I don't care nothing about Seth Rollins at all. I want him to go bye-bye. I want them to stop prioritizing him. I know he is Triple H boy. But until I ain't got nothing to say. That's it. I want him to win. You say, well, who grabs the chair first? You know what? It's going to be Roman first. It'll be Roman first. Because look, people say this is going to be a good match. I don't even know if it's going to be a good match or not. I'm not tired of the Samoans. I think that the only thing they have, never mind right now, is the bloodline that's worth watching, in my opinion. Oh yeah, look how they treat Royce Keys. Royce Keys, I keep saying for him, I'm very happy that he's at least on the pay-per-view, because I said this at the Royal Rumble, the same way Lash had one of the best showings at the Royal Rumble. Royce had the best to me. We centered people like Trick, we centered Javon in that match over. But I think Royce came in and had like the best showing out of everybody in there. No, Seth Rollins has been giving the keys to be the workhorse of the business. And let me say something to this. I'm chasing greatness, and then I'm going to get out of here. because it kind of makes my point that I want to make, and then I'll go. People like Seth Rollins, I don't say that he's not great because I don't like him. I say that you can't tell me he's great because let him go through some adversity. See, he has been given the keys to do whatever he wants, whenever he wants, and however he wants. He's been given the license that if he's not doing too well, if he's not actually thriving right now with his character, they say, hey, go back into the room. Let's give him something new. Hey, it's not working. Let's give him something like a Paul Heyman to try to jazz some fruit into. They do these things with him. So the reason why they do that, I know, never mind. I understand you don't like that. I understand that bothers you. You don't agree. It doesn't matter. History is on my side. See, what people like to tell me is that I get these comments every time. People tell me in one breath, this person's boring. Of course he's boring when he's not given a reason not to be. Now imagine your man, Seth Rollins, the workhorse. He's the workhorse of the business. Just imagine if they said, Seth Rollins, the only way that you're going to get on the screen, the only way that you're going to be a wrestler on tonight's Raw is to go out there and shave your head. And I want you to go out there and I want you to be a Teletubby tonight. Okay? And I want you to do the Teletubby move. And I want you to go out there and do that, right? Don't worry. This is going to be it. You be a Teletubby and in 6 months, you're going to be running for the championship. No, you're not. They're going to look at him as a gimmick. They're going to look at him as being a fool. He's comic. He's comical. We don't really care anything about that. That's what's going to happen to him. You want to know why? Because that was the plan for him to never be a star. They told you themselves, and everybody agrees. Roman Reigns is a big dog we didn't want. We didn't like him. We don't want to see him. Stop forcing him down our throat. Why does he keep beating our legends? We don't want him. Roman was afforded the opportunity to get it right. He was given opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. The same people will then say to me, yeah, they didn't give it to such and such because it was boring. So was Roman Reigns until he wasn't. So when I say this, and the reason why I always will say race will always come into play is because every facet of life, black people have always been stifled. You want to know how I know it? Never mind. Because you show me movies about how you disenfranchise black people. You show me books that you've shown me how you disenfranchise black people. These are not books talking about stuff that happened in the 30s and the 40s and the 50s. You will tell me how you crapped on me today, yesterday, the week before. You will show me in every way how rules are different for you than they are for me. You may not like it, but it is the world that we live in. What I just think, never mind what you should do, is you should get less upset or less when it comes to the people that it's happening to, and more with yourself to say, hey, maybe since the guy in North Carolina says the same thing as the black woman in Seattle, that says the same thing as the black person in New York, same person says the same black thing in Texas, they are all saying the same thing, even though they all have different existence. How the fuck do they all have the same, they come to the same conclusion about life? You want to know how? Because it's real, because it's happening, because it's a way of life that you, just because you say, I'm white and I say so, don't mean shit to most of us. See, the days of the world that we live in that you can just say, oh my God, I'm so sick and tired. I don't care what you're sick and tired of hearing. I'm sick and, if you just imagine how much you're tired of hearing it, I'm tired of living it. I'm tired of having to see it. I'm tired of having to hear people go to Delusionalville that you like to go to make excuses on why your people get things that mine don't. Remember, Sami Zayn was just the the WWE champion of the biggest business, the biggest corporation or organization in this business. Can someone tell me the equivalent to Sami Zayn, the guy who looks homeless that has no following? Excuse me, unhoused. I can't say that. I got to get out of here. I love TikTok. So anyways, I digress. People, I love you. That is today's episode of the Race to Wrestling podcast. I'm going to bid you adieu. What I'm going to do is I'm going to watch these shows this weekend. And if they are entertaining and if there's enough meat on the bones from the day 1 and day 2, we may do an extra show this week and do a pre-Raw show and then do a post-Raw show, on Tuesday. And then a regular show on Friday. We may do that. Depending on how the show goes, we'll see what happens. All right, never mind. I'm not even going to address what you had to say. I appreciate you for your non-conjecture, and it doesn't really matter what you think. I appreciate you guys. I bid you adieu. I'll catch you on the next one. Let's go ahead and get us out of here, guys. Let me go ahead and go, because I got 18 different places to close out this thing from. All right, boom. Got you guys. I appreciate you guys. All right, I'm out. Boom. Come on, baby. Boom. There you go. Got that. Come on, guys. Boom. All right, guys, I'm gone.